Hey Extinctioneers, I'm Islander, project lead for Echoes of Extinction. For this month's devlog, as the year ends, I thought I would switch it up a bit and do a full showcase of how far we have come and what we have achieved this year. When it comes to the dinosaur side of the game, we have finally completed most of the foundational coding, such as eating, drinking, the locomotion, stamina, scent, bleed, and so on. The basic survival mechanics are all in place. With these in place, we started working on animations and of course the model, which, with the introduction of our new modeler, Raul Ramos, are all being remade. The Echo car you see on the screen has gotten a full remodel. It is not fully complete yet, but by the next devlog, it will be fully complete and game ready. Raul has worked on the Ilcarcaria, the Purosaurus, which you can catch him live on this channel every Saturday as he works towards completing the model. He has also helped touch up the Dinosaur, which I'll showcase a little bit more later with the new skin that was made, and he made us the Ouranosaurus model. The animations you see, like the walking, running, and turn in place, and a bunch of others are also all going to be remade, other than a select few, as our animator Kleiner has been hard at work each month delivering high quality animations. Kleiner has already completed some, such as the alt attacks on our Ilcarcaria, as well as these dry animations he completed this month, so that we can bring our new Dryosaurus to life onto the island. On the topic of our Dryosaurus though, Sadik has been working on completing the skin and textures. We plan to bring out a few patterns for our little AI friend to show some variety around the island. Alright, we're on the dev test level map just so I can show you guys a couple things. We do have the character select screen now, which you can pick between carnivore, herbivore, omnivore, and tribal. I'm going to click the tribal. I'm going to show you guys that we have the male and female model. These are preset models. They're not models that we have made. They're just models that we have put in just so we can test and start coding on systems. We are still working on our own tribal models. These are just assets from a marketplace. On top of that, we also have the character select for our creatures. This model is being remade, but you can also customize it. There will be male and female variants. As you can see, it's like slightly different. Of course, this skin will also be different for the female, as it won't have the male markings on it. But there's a lot of things that you'll be able to kind of customize, and I'll do it just to give you a rough idea. Definitely won't be making the prettiest skin, but here you go. We will be limiting a lot of colors, so a lot of colors you see may not be the colors for the Ilcarcaria, but this is just to showcase that you can indeed change the colors. And there you go. So one thing you might notice that he's looking a little bit thin, like the spine is kind of sharp and bulging out. Well, that's because he's getting hungry. So if I do heal him, you'll see, let me get a good angle. If I heal him, you will see that he'll be a bit more plump. There we go. So that is something that you'll be able to look out for around the world to see which creatures are healthier than others, because obviously you want to go for the healthier creature because it would give you the most nutrients. And so yeah, there will be certain visual cues that will be a bit more obvious than that as well. We do have the alt bite for our oh, we're being attacked. They don't like that there's dinosaurs. Well, that is one cool feature that I can really show you. We do have the hostile tribals. Some will be more hostile to dinosaurs than others. There will be a sort of incense around as well that dinosaurs won't like, so you won't be able to enter certain villages. That's just to keep dinosaurs out of villages, otherwise they would just ravage the whole area. We've got the Dryos running around in herds, which I can showcase here. They'll stick to a certain area looking for food and water. And if you spook them, obviously they'll run away. And once they are split up, there we go, let's split this guy up. Alright. Once they are split up, they will call out for each other and find each other and eventually become a herd again. You will be able to catch AI as well. Oh my god. Not on the video, don't do me like that. And of course you'll be able to eat them to sustain your food, as well as you'll be able to obviously drink from water sources too. But yeah, we do have the ult attacks for the Ilcarcaria as well. The animations have been made, so you'll be able to attack behind you if someone is tail riding you, for instance. These attacks will do a lot more damage than a normal bite, but eventually they will consume a fair bit amount of stamina, so you can't just spam it. They're not happy with me. As you can see, it is causing me to bleed. You can see the bleed at the bottom right. And if you see, the icon is slowly getting more and more yellow, which means that I am taking more and more damage. So that will be an indicator of your health. We won't have an exact percentage, but we will have certain indicators that will show you how hurt you are.
Another thing you'll notice is the blood is starting to go down. These kind of arrows don't cause a lot of bleed, so it's not too bad. But the more I do run around and the longer I stay up and not healing by sitting down, the faster my bleed will go down. We are now at red, and we are now dead.
When it comes to tribal gameplay, we have made some amazing progress. Not only have our programmers been hard at work bringing in new functions such as a basic but fully functional inventory and crafting system which was designed by Void, then later implemented by Chica. But we also have the new and improved hostile AI, which will inhabit various landmarks and campsites around the map that you'll be able to find and ravage for their loot. On top of that, we have a new developer on board called Herney, who has been hard at work making us some custom models for our map and tribals. One of them being this tent, which you can find at various campsites around the map. And second, these boats, which our tribals will be able to craft and ride to help them get across larger bodies of water.
Alright, and we're in. We've spawned in. We've got our person. First thing we can do is put some clothes on. Now eventually you'll be able to craft these clothes from like different leather pieces and stuff you collect around the world. But for now we have everything here just to kind of showcase how they work. I can either click E, which will auto equip it and unequip, or I can just drag it in, and there we go. Now we have clothes on. Next you'll be able to craft a stone axe, stone pickaxe, and many other weapons that will be all in the quick craft. The quick craft, how it works is it takes the items you have in your inventory and it tells you, okay, with the items you have in your inventory, this is what you can craft. Now right now we have everything here just so that we can actually craft things to showcase in the video, but eventually these will all be gone if I have nothing in my inventory resource wise to craft these things. So as you can see, if you hover over it, it tells you what you need to craft these certain things. For example, the stone axe, I need 2 wood, 2 rock, and 25 string. And to make string, I would need 10 fiber, and fiber I would get from collecting plants. And so that's how I would make the tools. The crafting queue is, if I double click on something, it goes into the crafting queue, and I can queue them up, so it crafts them one by one, and then I'll have what I need. As of right now, we finally added some animations for wood cutting. So as you can see, you can chop the tree, and it starts giving you wood. The tree will not fall as of right now, but it will eventually, just to show that, hey, this tree is done. Because right now it just stays there, and you just can't chop it anymore. But yeah, that's how you get wood. As you can see, there's no more wood in this tree. The same would go for stone. You would just equip the pickaxe and go up to a stone node and you can mine it. But it would be a lot easier for me to showcase this all on the dev test level map. So let's switch over to the dev test level map and I'll show you exactly how everything works. And I'll be able to show you guys the male model that we do have now as well. Alright, now to showcase a bit of the things I was talking about earlier on the map. We do have, again, the inventory, which will be able to equip your armor. We have the various tools. So we've got the stone axe. And then you can run and pick a tree, and you can left click on it, and it will give you wooden blocks. Now wood is a basic resource that you'll be able to use to craft various other things. Same goes for the pickaxe. You'll be able to have the pickaxe, you can go up to a stone, and you'll be able to mine it to get yourself some stone. Now when it comes to plants, you can go up to a plant and you can press E, and it will gather fiber from those plants. You guys can see various plants will have various amounts of fiber, and some plants might even have some sticks, like these plants. This will give you fiber and sticks. It should. Oh, there we go. We got some sticks from it. But different plants will give you different things. Most of the time you will get fiber, but you will also get certain sticks. And of course everything will appear in your inventory. You can split, you can drop one, for instance, and it'll be on the floor just in case you want to give it to a friend, and that friend will be able to come up to it and press E. But if you have dropped more than one thing, as you can see here, I dropped all my inventory over here on the ground. You'll be able to come to it and you press E, and it will open the container where you can pick and choose what you want to loot. So let's say I don't want the sticks from there, I'll just pick those and go on with my day, and somebody else can come and get those. Otherwise, they'll just despawn. We have changed things a little bit when it comes to the tribals. Tribals will now be third person only. There will be no first person. We will have a first person mode just to kind of be a bit cinematic. But other than that, all our systems will be third person. We do have over the right shoulder aiming now too, so that you can see where you're shooting. As you can see, I'm going to have a bit of a battle with these guys. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, I got hit. And there you go, you can see my health. Ow! Hold on. No! So yeah, pick your battles. Maybe don't go up against two, or just be a better player than me. I'm gonna try that again, because I want my revenge. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah! Yeah! They totally weren't hurt from last time. I killed them in a 2v1. Woo! Eventually you'll be able to come up to players that you killed or NPCs that you find around the map, and you will be able to loot them. They will have certain things on them that you can grab, like resources, maybe some tools and things like that. This is the berry bush that I was showcasing earlier. Here you'll be able to collect berries from it, and these berries will help when you are hungry, so you can consume them, or you can just click E and it will consume them as well, and that will fill up your hunger. But yeah, that's about it. As you are making your way around the map, you will discover various landmarks and locations. At the moment, we are about to set up this camp here, which will have a couple more things and stuff that you can loot in here. But there will also be hostile tribe members that will be roaming around here that you'll have to take out before you can do it. But yeah, once you have taken them out, you'll be able to freely explore the area, and there'll be various things in here that you can loot to kind of take home to your base, and various different rarity items depending on the camp and the strength of the camp, so how difficult it is to get in and out. This is one of the new tents we had made from one of our new developers, Herney. He'll be making a whole bunch of assets for us to put around the map, so that we can have some more custom models, which is always great. This is currently the entrance to go to the village. This is the elevator entrance. Over here, you'll be able to come with your tames, and you'll be able to, again, park your dinosaur here so that you don't have to bring it up or leave it out in the open where it could get killed, for instance. Obviously, it's going to cost a fee, but you'll be able to keep it safe, and you'll be able to access it from any stable around the world too. So if it's parked at any stable that you find, or even one that you may build in your base, you'll be able to access it from any stable around the world. So you'll make your way up here. There'll be the watchtower. Keep in mind this is all a safe zone, so there'll be guards guarding the area. If you do become hostile against other players or in general, they will attack you and kill you. So here we have the entrance, which is like a cave system, and here is the elevator. Let me heal myself real quick. Here's the elevator that will take you all the way up to the village. Right now it just teleports you, but eventually there will be an up and down elevator, and boom, just like that, you are now at the top. Another thing we did implement is seasons. We're starting to get the seasons going. It's not fully implemented yet, so we don't have temperature and things like that, but we do have snow at the moment, and the snow will slowly come down and slowly fill up the ground, making it well, full of snow, as you can imagine. This is a gradual thing, it won't be instant. And there we go, this is pretty much it, as snowy as it gets. As you can see, a lot of the trees, the buildings, the ground, a lot of things. Not everything at the moment, we're still working on some things, but most things are covered in snow. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Bear in mind, this is just a test, just a showcase. It will not really be snowing in the jungle areas. This will be more for like the redwoods and other colder regions. Eventually we'll have a temperature system as well, so you'll need to wear proper clothing when it comes to winter time so that you can keep warm. You'll now find that when you enter the safe zones, which are the main villages, you'll find NPCs walking around. You'll find that we made the place look a little bit nicer too. We've still got some things to change, like the ground, and just doing final touch-ups on buildings and stuff like that. But here you will find friendly AI, which you can actually go and talk to, but right now they will just say that they're busy. He's in the... Oh, sorry man, I didn't mean it, Let's put some clothes on, for some decency. But yeah, so eventually you'll be able to talk to some of these people, and they'll give you some tasks to go do something around the world, and then they'll give you a reward in return. So you'll be able to return to the safe zone and give whatever they wanted in return for a cool reward, which could be an item, it could be a blueprint, it could be some resources, it could be a whole bunch of things. These are just houses. This is the blacksmith area, so there'll be a blacksmith here where you can do various things too, and he'll have some tasks for you as well. more houses, and that is the main landing zone for if you have a flyer. You can land here and you can leave your flyer here for a certain fee. You'll pay for parking, for instance, and your flyer will be here for when you need it again, so it's nice and safe. And then when you gotta take off, you go to your flyer and you take off, and off you go. This is probably the best view of the cove there is. You guys can see, like, over there is a hunting site, which is not accessible at the moment, but eventually you'll be able to go to it and you'll be able to learn various things for hunting, and there'll be quests and tasks over there too. So over here we have the wood cutting area. This is where the lumberjack will be, and again you'll have various tasks for you. And then this is the main town hall, where once again there will be more tasks. But yeah, still very much work in progress, everything in this village is, but we're kind of just getting the layout ready so that we can start filling it up and making it look all good, or the way we want it to. As you can see though, this forest is absolutely stunning. It is such a beautiful forest. This is probably my favorite biome so far. Not to say that I don't love the jungle is awesome, but I mean, the redwood forest has always been one of my favorite biomes to just run around in. Everything looks so big, and you feel kind of small with the foliage around you, but it's beautiful. I mean, I can only imagine running around here as a tribal, and you've got players running around as dinosaurs, and the foliage is so thick that you could honestly be ambushed from anywhere. Even something as big as a Tyrannosaurus would be able to hide in this foliage pretty well and get a good ambush on you, which is a pretty terrifying thought. You know what, I'm going to show you guys the nighttime and show you how terrifying it can actually be. Now bear in mind, dinosaurs will have night vision. This is what you'll have. So let's test it out. Now, this is nighttime. Not absolutely pitch black, because we got quite a bright moon, which is nice, but a torch is still pretty necessary, especially if you want to go into more shadowy areas where the moon can't really get through because of the big tall trees. You will need a torch to kind of get around, which is great because now you'll be able to see. However, it also kind of makes you a spotlight in the dark. So things might be able to see you from quite a while away while you're running around with your little torch in your hand, you know. You think you're all safe because you can see. Well, yep, you can. Well, others can see you too. But that's not to say you'll be completely harmless. You will have a bow and other weapons that you'll be able to use to defend yourself against creatures of the night or other tribals. You'll also have some dodges and rolls to kind of roll out of way of attacks, and eventually you'll be able to climb certain trees if you have the right equipment on. So you won't be completely useless if you do get attacked, but the likeliness of you surviving a larger dinosaur is probably not very high. But yeah, this is the night in the redwood forest. Let me see if I can find the moon for you guys. It really is a nice view. And there it is, the night sky. Tell me that's not a beautiful view. Oh my god, you gotta love it. That's why I love this biome. And eventually the sun will rise and give you the most beautiful sunrise you've probably ever seen. There it is. Tell me that isn't beautiful. The sun is coming up. You can see the light rays going through the fog. And the trees. Ah, it's just so peaceful. It makes me just want to set up a campfire here, build a base. And just live a good life, get a camp chair going, and just enjoy the sunrise. Our map is being worked on by our level designer Esik Lowlander, who also streams while working on our map every Thursday on this channel, so make sure to come stop by and say hi. This month he's been working pretty hard on the redwood forest, making it look absolutely breathtaking, while also making sure it runs really well to support most machines. Lastly, as promised in the beginning of this video, we'll be doing the showcase of our full dinosaur roster. Keep in mind, this might still be changed as we progress, but so far this is the list of playables that you'll be able to play as, and this is the list of AI, some being tameable by the tribals. However, that wraps up this month's devlog and showcase, from the new inventory system and combat with the tribals to the advancements made with the playable dinosaurs and environment. This month and year has been packed with improvements and new content.
If you'd like to try out our tech demo, make sure to check the link down below for the Patreon. Purchasing the tech demo will give you lifetime access to the game, but will also help support us on this project. Make sure to also not forget to wishlist us on Steam and follow us on Discord for more updates. Thank you all again, see you next time, and cheers.